Hello all. Today we are solving Leetcode problem number 1404, number of steps to reduce a number in binary representation to 1. So we are given any number, the number can be any number, we have to reduce the number to 1. So that is the problem, and we have to return how many steps we are taking down to reduce the given number to 1. So we are given the binary representation of an integer as string s. Return number of steps to reduce it to 1 under the following rules. So we are given two rules, so basically we have to follow those two rules only. So if the current number is even, you have to divide by 2, and if the current number is odd, you have to add it with 1. So it is guaranteed that you always reach the final reach 1 for all the test cases. So let us understand this problem with running through the first example. So we are given 1101 as the input, which is nothing but this is an odd number. So this is 1, okay, this 4 8, so this will be 12 plus 4 plus 1 is 13. So the given number is 13. So since it is odd, you have to add it with 1 based on the condition. So and our idea is to reduce down to 101, right? So now you have, since it is odd, you will add with 1. So this will become 0 and 1 will be the carry, and it will be here, and 1 1 1. So this will be the output. So this is, or this is even. So how do we know that this number is even? In binary representation you have 1101. This is the last place, so last digit. So this can be when you have 1 in the last digit place, the least significant bit. If it is 1, then the given number is odd. If it is 0, the given number is even. So this is how you find. So now this is even. What we will do is we will divide by 2. So when we divide by 2, this 0 will be removed, right? And this will be 1 1 1 in this case. So since we add 1, this 1110 is nothing but 14. So when we divide by 14 divided by 2 is 7, it is nothing but 111. So this is the binary operation which we perform. So first iteration we get 13 is converted to 14, which is 1110, and in the second step we have divided that, so it becomes 111 now, and again it is odd. So in this case you add 111 plus 1 is, this will be 0 and carry will be 1. So this will be 0 and carry will be 1 0, and now carry is there, so this becomes 8. So in third it becomes 8 100. Now if we divide by 2, this 0 will be removed. So fourth you have 100, which is nothing but 4. So again, next step in the fifth iteration, this is reduced down to 10, the last 0 is removed, and lastly in the sixth, this last 0 is also removed, and this becomes, this get reduced to 1, which is the output, and now we return the number of steps required. So number of steps is 6, and we return 6 as the output, just like that. So how do we solve this problem? Since we are asked to follow these two, condition 1 and condition 2, to solve this problem, the straightaway approach and the direct one is to follow the simulation exactly. So we have to run through the number of the string. If the string is even, you perform this operation, which is divide by 2, and if it is odd, you perform add. So this is how we can solve this problem following the exact simulation. So with this idea, let us go ahead and code this up. And before that, the simulation, this will cost us the time complexity of big O of n square. There is a better solution also for this, but in this problem we are going to follow the solution because this is an optimal solution. So, and order of n square is the solution with order of n square will be accepted for this problem. So now let us go ahead and code this up. Let me write the time complexity is big O of n square, and first we will assign the result as 0, and we will start while loop. This loop will run until the string becomes 1. So any other values other than 1, this loop will run. So we will have s not equal to string 1, and now if the string of last bit, we have to find if it is odd or even. So if it is to access the last bit, you will use s of -1, string of -1 is equal to 0. In this case, you will perform the removal of 0 in the last bit. So now, which means you can use the slicing operation to remove that, which is nothing but s is equal to s of -1. So now this will remove the last 0, and else you will update s will be equal to, you will add 1 to it. So we will call the function add 1 by passing the string. So when you call this function, this should return the string after adding 1 to it, right? And each time we can do one thing here. So if this runs, you will increment the result by 1. Also for this also you will increment the result by 1, because both are the operation which will cost us, right? So in that case, anyway it is going to cost us 1, so we will add result increment by 1 and you will return result. So now our task is to define this function, pass in string as the input, a parameter. So now I is equal to length of s minus 1, because the addition part we always add the 1 from the last. So it is due to that reason we are using this pointer I to start from the last position, index position. And for performing this operation, we will convert the given string into list, because we can perform the string is immutable in Python. So it is due to that reason we will convert into list and perform the operation of addition using which. So s is equal to list of, you pass in s, and now while I is greater than or equal to 0, you start from left, rightmost, you come to left. So and s of I is equal to 1. So in this case this condition will run. So which means if it is 1, you will add it, because you have the carry already, and that will become 0, and you'll carry the 1 value which is there to the next place, right? So if it is 1, it will be always getting converted to 0, and you will decrement the pointer and you will move left, right? So that part we are handling here, and next part we will handle the carry. Basically this is not the addition, we are using this, we are modifying the string basically. So s of I is assigned to 0, and now you will decrement the pointer by 1. So this part is done. So when this condition fails, that is if it is I is not greater than or equal to 0, it becomes negative 1. First value is negative 1. So if I is equal to -1, so in that case we can say it is out of bound, which is nothing but for 7 if we add with 1, that becomes 8, and due to that we add 1 to the given string. So all, if we for 7 we have only 3 digits, and if we add 1 to it, it becomes 4, and the number becomes, the string becomes 4-digit value. right? So it is due to that reason you add 1 in front of the given string. So it is due to that this string will be added with 1. uh, in fact, this is a list, so we will add s of I in the -1 place. So s of I is no s of I, it should not be s of I, oh sorry, yeah, s will be added with 1 plus the given existing string, right, the list. So this is 1, and now we have the else part where we will handle the carry. So if s of I is equals to 1, and in that case, what I mean, uh, if it is 0, this if the while adding, if we are encountering s of I as 0, this else part, so you update that to 1, because 0 plus 1 is always 1. So this is the else part, and now you will return by joining it into a string, the list into a string. So join the string, the list. Yes, I'm sorry about this, a little bit of confusion here. So now add 1 is called here, and this is perfect. Let us run this. If I is equal to, oh, this is equal to -1, again this should be also equal to assigning operation. I'm sorry about this as well. I don't know if I made any more mistake. Yes, it's there. I'm so sorry about the issue. This is a careless mistake of me. This should be the string value, and hopefully now this should work. Yes, let us submit it. And there you go. Thank you.